family and friends making the trip to Kansas City. Thus, they would be bringing them the longer sleeves, maybe the gloves that you see, maybe stocking caps for some as well. We're going to have some substitutions coming in for Delaware. In is Thaddeus Glasser along with Connor Perry. Pastore and Giordano going to check out. And Kumu throws in here for the Roos. It quickly rolls out of play, so Delaware going to get it right back. Kansas City, I've shared with you a few of the players with the postseason accolades. 9 players receiving Summit League honors. Jeremy Flancu, of course, with 8 goals to lead Kansas City this year. He was a first-team member, all Summit team. No surprise there, as was Bryce Outman. Going to have a foul on Kansas City's Munoz. GA, young man in the defense, starting all Summit League games, playing 90 minutes in 4 of the matches. We'd expect to see number 4 out there for the full 90 here tonight, and we've played 35 already. And Kansas City has not utilized their bench much, at least thus far. Looking to get some position. Player down to the turf. Kansas City trying to race up the sideline. All kinds of bumping, and we have players to the turf. Matthias Bouchy is into the game. The 5'9" senior out of France. Not getting the start here tonight. Continue with possession of the ball. They work it now near the stands, near the top of your screen. A little bit surprising, we've now gone deep into this first half with no goals scored. A couple of teams that have not had trouble scoring, of course, as you saw firsthand on Wednesday afternoon. Teams combining for 6 goals. Delaware tied their school record, now have broke it with 48 goals on the season. Delaware now, getting the ball deep, but putting an end to that was Mark Popoff. Popoff has been steady in goal for Kansas City all year. well beyond midfield. As both teams look to strike the scoreboard before we go into the halftime break. Here come the Roos working it in the middle. There's Bettina right side looking to go on the attack. Ball in the box, and ball goes into the net. And that is a goal from Kansas City's Wade Muddett. And Kansas City indeed first on the scoreboard here tonight. They lead it 1-0. Wade Muddett checks into the match a few minutes ago, and the grad student out of Crowthorne, England, coming into tonight with 3 goals and 2 assists on the season, giving Kansas City a huge boost here in the late stages of the first half. And give the assists each to Bryson Gosh and Joaquin Bettina. And it's so interesting because I was just talking to Coach Poor on Friday about Wade Muddett's minutes going down here as of late. Only playing 6 minutes at UMass last Saturday. He did play 45 against these Blue Hens in that 3-3 game on Wednesday afternoon. And I asked Coach, I said, has he been battling injury? And he just said it's just basically just tough competition, trying to find talented players minutes. And as you see so often in these big matches, players you might not expect to come up with big offensive plays step up. And that would have to be what we just saw there with Wade Muddett. So now Kansas City can play with the lead, which is frankly something that they have not had the luxury of doing against Delaware since these 2 teams got together starting on Wednesday afternoon. Flag is out. That will be a throw in for Kansas City. And again, credit to Bettina and Gosh, who helped get that attack started and getting that ball on the foot of Wade Muddett, who did a fantastic job of putting that one in the back of the net. So now can these Roos take a lead with them into the locker room break? Opportunity to warm up a bit. Good job there by Nkumu to take that one away, and now the Roos with their next opportunity play it down that far sideline. Ball still in play. Now a ball into the box as the Blue Hens this time able to get it out of there. It was Delaware who held the 1-0 lead on Kansas City just a few days ago. Kansas City able to outscore the Blue Hens 3-2 in the second half to pick up that draw, the all-important draw, to give them this home field advantage that we see here tonight. If they had not netted that goal with about 90 seconds left, we would be in Newark, Delaware for this semifinal. Delaware player down, and this time we will have a foul called. It will be on Kansas City's Wesley Cribb. Cribb, the sophomore out of Leawood, Kansas, here in Kansas City, playing his high school soccer at Shawnee Mission East. Cribb starting 16 of the Roos 17 games. As a member of the Summit League all-newcomer team a year ago. We are moving toward about 2 minutes to play here in the first half from the Durwood pitch. Winner gets Denver. Coming on Saturday would be the date for the Summit League Championship. I've not seen a time for that one. But with that Pioneer win earlier on, that guarantees, with them being the #1 seed, they would host whoever comes out victorious here. 50-50 ball here at midfield, headed forward by the Blue Hens. Kansas City with a header of their own. Here come the Roos, able to come out of there with it. One-on-one in the open field. We have a Roo dumped out near the top of the box. Kansas City looking for a whistle, and it's actually going to be a foul called on Kansas City's Shotaro Kodama, who's into the match. We are at the 44-minute mark. With just about a minute left, and I believe I saw one of the officials head to the tent that you see just below our camera vantage point here, as they'll likely take a look to see if may have had a foul on Delaware, and if so, was it in the box, which could potentially be a PK for Kansas City, and that would be a significant development. I'm sure at this point Delaware would be just fine getting out of here in this opening 45 minutes, only down 1-0. Looks like the officials have taken a look at things, and as you can see, the players retreating, so Kansas City not going to get this overturned, so it's a free kick for the Blue Hens. And we will look to play out these final 60 seconds or so.